So Isaiah 53, where it talks about the one who's pierced for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The Lord lays on him the sins of us all. If you were to apply that to someone, who does that sound like to you?
I mean, off the bat, it sounds like Jesus, but I mean, the way that I interpret it as I view it as like someone who will come, or I view it more as like every man. I feel like every person kind of goes through that process of grief and of being tormented, and that's where they find God, is in their deepest, is in their darkest times.
So now, what's interesting about this, it's that it's not as broad, because it has like very specific applications, like the Lord has laid on him the sins of us all. So he's actually distinguished from the general population, you know?
Yeah.
So with the Lord putting sins on him and him suffering and taking the punishment for the people, it's an individual.
Yeah, I think it could be an individual, but I mean, you know, I definitely think that you can interpret it as Jesus, and that's a very valid interpretation.
Yeah.
I personally, like as a Jewish person, interpret it as if it is the Messiah, you know, the Messiah to come. Not that Jesus wasn't a righteous person, but you know, I just don't believe that he was the Messiah. And you know, you could also view it as like Job, because Job was also like given a lot of
but he didn't take the sins of the people.
That is true. Yeah.
That's it's like I said, because I hear what you're saying. Like people going through struggles, people have their turbulence, but this specifically is saying his turbulence is for others, not his own. You know, and it's the sins of people that he's taken on. Like he's given up as an offering. So
I personally just view it as, you know, I still kind of view it as like it could be, you know, I think that a lot of people, just in general, take a lot of things for other people, and we kind of taken advantage of, and I think that's kind of a part of being human. And I think one of the ways that we can find like peace through that is through God. So I still personally view it as that, but I think that's a valid interpretation.
I appreciate that. So let me ask you this last thing, okay? Because you said you know you got to go out. I want to hold you.
Yeah.
So just last question with you being able to, like, you know, like you can acknowledge, like, that's a valid interpretation. If it's, you know, that's the case, like, because it's a messianic passage and Jesus fits that.
Yeah.
Why not accept him as the Messiah if he fits the prophecy?
He didn't, from like the Jewish readings, he didn't fulfill the prophecy. Because the prophecy within Judaism is that the Messiah comes when the world ends. He brings all the Jews back to Israel and raises the dead. Raises all of the dead.
Okay, but when though? When is that?
In the future.
Got you.
The Messiah to come.
Right. So here we have two things now going. So we have prophecies where the Messiah will come and judge and raise the dead, right, and rule and save people, right? And then we also have the passages where the Messiah will come in a humble way and suffer. So we have two descriptions of his coming. So wouldn't it make sense that there's two times that he comes? The first time he suffers, the second time he comes to rule?
From my understanding of Judaism, it's only when he raises the dead and it's the end of the world.
Could it be incorrect? Could that be incorrect?
I don't view it as incorrect, but I mean, you know, it's your opinion.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll take that, man. I appreciate you.
Of course.